How do we understand the Middle Passage without enslaved accounts? Imagine trying to piece together a story with missing pages. That's what scholars face when studying the Middle Passage without direct accounts from those who endured it. The Middle Passage was the brutal journey across the Atlantic Ocean that enslaved Africans were forced to make. It lasted 4 weeks and was filled with suffering, but very few first-hand stories from the captives survive. So how do we learn about it? One key method is examining ship logs, trader records, and port documents from European and American sources. These records tell us how many ships made the voyage, where they started, the routes they took, and how many people died along the way. The Transatlantic Slave Trade Database is a huge resource that compiles thousands of these records, giving us detailed patterns of the trade. From this, we can see the scale of the journey and the high mortality rates. Archaeology also plays a big role. When shipwrecks are discovered, archaeologists analyze the remains of the ships and artifacts found inside. These physical clues reveal how the ships were built to hold as many people as possible, often with very little space and poor conditions. The artifacts tell stories of the daily hardships, like cramped quarters, disease, and the brutal treatment of enslaved Africans. These discoveries help us visualize what the journey was like. We also look at European traders' writings, even though they can be biased. These documents describe how the trade was organized and sometimes mention the treatment of captives. African societies' interactions with traders and the impact of the trade on their communities give us additional context. They help us understand the broader effects of the Middle Passage on both continents. Cultural and oral history also contribute. Even if direct accounts are missing, stories, songs, and traditions passed down through generations reflected the emotional and communal toll of the voyage. These narratives help us grasp the resilience of those who survived and their descendants. Finally, digital tools help us visualize the scale and human cost of the Middle Passage. Mapping voyages and mortality rates makes the history more tangible and accessible. These visualizations reminded us of the suffering endured and the strength of those who survived. By combining all these sources, records, archaeology, writings, cultural stories, and digital tools, we piece together a picture of the Middle Passage. This approach honors the resilience of those who endured it and helps us understand this dark chapter of history even without direct accounts. It reminds us of the importance of remembering and learning from the past to build a more just future.